UJ top down analysis. Alright. Directional bias, monthly time frame bullish, weekly time frame bearish, daily time frame bullish, H4 bearish. And let's get to the charts. Alright. Monthly time frame bullish. Hold up real quick. Alright, so monthly time frame bullish was today. Today is March the 12th. Wow, we're pretty much in the middle of March already. Time is flying. Alright, so pretty clear, pretty self-explanatory that the monthly time frame for UJ is extremely bullish right now. Last month, February candle closed out bullish. I would definitely say so. That's a nice strong bullish candle. Now, what we want to see to continue this uptrend for UJ is for either this March candle to come up and close beyond this bearish candle right here, beyond this random blue line, and if not that candle, maybe April's candle to come up and break that area. That would be what I would consider a bullish variation, bullish engulfing. I say variation because bullish engulfings, to me, they can be in variations. They can be 3 candles, they can be 4 candles, 5 candles, but as long as this random blue line is broken, then But okay, all right, let's go to the weekly. All right, for the people who's just seeing this video for the first time, I consider the weekly to be bearish, and the reason for that is, see this black line right here, this horizontal line. This is a higher low, right? So when price came down and these 2 candles right here, I would negate this doji. But as far as with this doji, it's mostly sellers. So I would say the sellers won with this doji if I look on the lower time frames. So price came down and broke this area right here. So for me, I would say that for this weekly time frame, that the weekly is bearish. So don't be surprised if UJ does a nice bearish move. But yeah, we also got Sunday, so got a nice little gap here that has to be filled. Weird thing about gaps, we don't necessarily know when they will be filled. It's just someday. I wouldn't say ignore them, be aware of them, but I would say the higher the time frame, the longer it would take for that gap to be filled. But yeah, just keep an eye out for it. You still can get into buys and sales. I have to continue to remind myself that as well. Continue to get in your buys and sales. Just be aware of this gap that it has to close sometime soon. All right, so let's go. Let me see. So this week and last week, so these candles right here, the last 2 weeks, I would say this is a pretty weak, these are some pretty weak bearish candles. Not that strong, right? But I guess I'm curious to see how this week will go as far as UJ, especially with this gap. So let's go to the daily. All right, y'all. The daily is still bullish. Let me see. Trading is very subjective, right? So if you're hearing this, I want to say that I would consider this daily time frame to still be bullish, only because I'm looking for another candle. Now, if this candle closes bearish, this current candle we're on right now, I would consider UJ on the daily time frame to be bearish. But until I see that, because this could legit test and come back up. As a matter of fact, what happened to my box that I had? Because because this is exactly where newfound support, price can hit newfound support and bounce back up, but we don't know yet. And that's another reason why these candles, you're starting to see some wicks, because we do have some type of structure right here that could potentially prevent it from going down further. But, we'll just have to wait and see. So, for the daily, I would still consider it to be bearish until I see a nice, strong enough bearish candle to, protrude this black line right here. Zoom in for y'all. But yep, so daily still bullish. Now, what did change is I think the H4 is bearish. All right. So this is that same black random horizontal line right here, right? I don't use anything too complicated. When I look at my technicals, it's lines, arrows, markers, Fibonacci, that's it. I don't use any fancy indicators and nothing like that. Very simplistic. But yes, I would consider the H4 to be bearish, just because of this nice strong candle that closed right here. I'm almost 100% positive that if I go to the H1 time frame, there's going to be two bearish candles that comes down to, clear this area right here. Let's just go. Yep. These two candles right here, for me, that's bearish. Now, could we see some type of small inverse head and shoulders or triple bottom for price to come up and break this area and do one of these numbers? Yes, we could see that, and I feel like that's probably what could happen, since there is this area of support right here, this red zone I drew. But until that happens, what I see is the ripple effect of the market starting on the H1, then the H4, then the daily, for the market to go bearish. But we just have to wait and see, right? So we trade what we see, not what we think. We anticipate, we forecast, but as far as executing these trades, these sells and buys, we trade what we see, not what we think. We got to be reactive to the market. That's with news events, technical analysis, everything. But yeah, I think that's about it for UJ. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Be on the lookout for our next pair. It's going to be AU, and it's going to be a good one. All right, y'all. I am out. See y'all on the next video.